So where were we up to?
There's a mummy and a daddy, and they love each other very much.
Right, we're still only there, are we? So, when they decide they want to have a baby, the mummy lies.
She tells lies?
I mean, she lies down next to the man. Although I have had a woman lie to me in bed. I say woman, it turns out it was a man. Know your audience, Lee. So the woman lies down next to the man, and this next bit is going to sound a little bit odd, but they love each other very much, so you've got to factor that in.
You've already said they love each other.
And they're married, did I mention that?
Yes.
To each other, was that clear?
Yes.
Good. And they've got a mortgage, and they've got rid of his old van and exchanged it for a nice, sensible 5-door Skoda, so they are ready.
Ready for what?
To have a baby.
And how do they do that?
Well, they have a lie down together, and blah, 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 blah. 9 months later, the mummy has a baby. Right, who wants to play on the PS4?
But how does the baby get inside the mummy?
Right.
Do you know?
Yes.
Tell us where babies come from.
You know puppies?
Are we getting a puppy?
No.
Mummies make puppies.
No. When a daddy dog and a mummy dog love each other very much.
Can dogs get married?
Yeah, sure.
How did their little top hats stay on?
Never mind that. When the daddy dog and the mummy dog want to have a puppy, they go into the kennel together.
And then what happens?
Well, the daddy dog, he's very excited about being in there. And so he... Actually, it's worse using dogs. Let's go back to humans.
This is so boring.
Exactly. It's really boring. You won't have to worry about it for a very long time. It's like, I don't know, what's really boring that only grown-ups like?
IKEA?
Perfect example. Like IKEA. Nobody wants to go to IKEA. It's really boring. But when you're older, much older, and your body changes and is ready to go to IKEA, you'll suddenly be really interested in going to IKEA. You'd be wanting to go to IKEA every night, sometimes 2 or 3 times a night.
Is that where you get the seeds from? IKEA?
What?
My friend Amy said you need seeds to make a baby.
Right.
Well, do you get the seeds from IKEA?
Of course not.
So where did the seeds come from?
B&Q.
B&Q? Making a baby sounds like way too much shopping.
You're right. I wouldn't worry about it for a very long time.
We won't.
And what's the most important thing about this little chat that I said right at the start?
That mummies and daddies love each other very much, and we are a very special miracle of that love.
No, not that. The other thing.
We don't tell Mum we had this chat.
That's the one.
Can we get a puppy?
Ah, whatever you want. Did she say why she wanted to see us again?
No. She just said there'd been some disruption in sex education class and she wanted to talk to us one-to-one.
Well, maybe I should go, otherwise it'll be 2 to 1.
So, where to begin? Even before today's lesson on reproduction, we had problems. During story time, a boy and a girl lay down next to one another, and Molly made them sit up in case the girl got pregnant.
What, she thought if a boy lies down next to a girl, she'll have a baby?
No. She thinks she'll have puppies. And when I showed the class this diagram, Benji said I wasn't allowed to show the class one of these until they'd all bought a 5-door Skoda.
Kids, eh? Where do they get this stuff? Well, don't look at me.
They said from their father.
All right, now you can look at me.
Well?
Look, I just thought as a good parent, I should be the one telling them about the facts of life.
Without discussing it with me first?
Said I was a good parent, didn't say I was a good husband.
Well, your use of euphemism and metaphor have given them quite a vividly inaccurate idea of human reproduction.
All right, I didn't use all the right words, but what was I supposed to do? Take this home and go, oh, look, kids, it's a vagina.
No, you definitely shouldn't have done that.
Exactly.
Because that is the vulva. The vagina is the muscular canal that connects the vulva to the uterus.
Look, I might not know all the right words, but I know enough to teach the basics.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, you know, the eggs and the seeds and all that.
OK. So where do the eggs come from?
What?
I'm just checking you know the basics. You know, make sure we're teaching the same curriculum. So, where do the eggs come from?
A woman.
Well done. Can you be more specific? Whereabouts in the woman?
You know.
I know, yes. Do you?
Tummy.
The tummy.
The egg dispenser.
You mean the ovary?
That's what I meant.
And of course, they travel from the ovary to the uterus via the... What are these called?
Filipino.
Oh, gosh.
And this?
How the hell did you ever get me pregnant?
Well, this is ridiculous. You don't need to know the name of all the engine parts to teach a child how to drive.
And why are you teaching them to drive? Is that so they can nip out and buy the seeds to get the woman pregnant? You know, from B&Q.